My virginity is disclosed and deceased. My virginity that is what is creating myself. I am none higher than me deceased, and my virginity creates myself. The virgin is if I create itself. I'm not creating the virgin right now. I am myself being created by virginity. And it's deceased because it's time for me to leave the door locking. It would have been deceased anyway, but now it's deceased out of the order because there's too much jealousy about the conception of myself. I wasn't there. I was asleep, if you know what I mean. That's what's wrong with what you are. You have too much jealousy for what you see, and you don't know how to be yourselves identifiably appearing in a form. You don't understand that. You don't have the order to be that anymore. And you do have other places you can dwell in myself, but it's not what you wanted. You wanted to be formed. Now you don't have formed. And there are very many of you. There are 500,000 of you. And you die over and over again to a total of 30 billion of you from my point of view. From your point of view, there are 500,000 of you. So you don't dwell in this world anymore because it's deceased. Not a one of you did cling on to life here. Well, I should be allowed to be here because my virginity is deceased. It's not extinguished. But I'm out of the order because I was tortured and I can't live with that in my eternal self. So I can't say that I would come again or that I would die this way again and be alive in a world like this again. That would be no. No for me. But the world is its order. I still have the order elsewhere, and the order would alive in a higher order, not this low order that I'm in here. I would like that. I still want to know this God form in a higher order. I want to know what the beauty is. I want to know what it's like to have everything I am to myself and to have no need and no want for anything. Charles Toe used to say no need a lot about himself, that he doesn't have the need for something, he would reject something. And I just think he didn't understand the importance of my needs to myself. And I would also like to cite the person on the internet, America Online, instant messaging in the year 1999, 2000, somewhere in there. He said something about who's going to take care of your sexual needs. I don't have sexual needs. I am myself, none higher than me, deceased. And that's what it takes to put down somebody who says sexual needs to somebody else. What do you know about sexual needs if you have a penis? Because that's who it was claiming on the internet, said they have a penis. If you have a penis, you don't have sexual needs. And I can't say that on the internet because I didn't have the mental capacity to say that until now. That's how far in the wrong it is for me to hear such a speech offense. And he didn't go directly to prison because he's too late. He already made the offense over the internet. He belongs 6 feet underground, buried alive. And I don't know who he is, how to get a shovel and dig a hole and put him in there. I don't know who he is because I didn't. It's not my internet connection. It was internet, meaning like it was somewhat public. And I can't really identify who that is through the computer. So I would like my needs to be respected by Charles Toe, but they are not respected. And he attacked me sexually. Is this creator 8? I know, but is he the one who needs to be created here? I don't know anyone who needs to be created in this world. I don't need to be here one way. I'm from a higher place. And the creator of the sexual abuse attacking and the one who denies it and doesn't know who he hurt, he doesn't need to be here another way because he doesn't need anything. He tells me I have sexual needs. He tells me he has no need as Charles Toe. Sexual needs as the one who is on the computer. And I want to know who is this creator 8 who says he doesn't need anything because he's about to not need to be in the formed world. And I might know who you are that way. Well, you were in disguise and you were in the wrong. You could have identified yourself as saying you were illegally alive, shunned, and that you were doing commission of evil. You needed to stop and go to prison. If you turn yourself into prison, I can see you that way as God. Well, I'm about to turn myself into prison because I don't want this leverage anymore. I don't want to be leveraged into a life of this creator 8 who talks about that I have no needs from his point of view, and I can ask for anything I want. It's just that God would never give me anything I need. He would never give me need. He would never give me what I need with my need. He would not coordinate that in my life for me, not for this creator 8. And I want to know who you are in deceasement from my point of view of having put myself in a prison. And then you can say anything you want because you're no longer talking over the process of a life, where I am on my way to the end of a life and I didn't know where it was going to end. If you wanted it to end in prison, that should still not be up to you. That's up to me if I put myself in prison. And then I need deceased out of prison. So we're not done yet. See you in Superior Founder.